Okay, so this was not a planned video. I actually planned to take off this week because we have a lot going on right now. I needed a week off. We're getting ready to go. We'll talk all about that later in the video. But something unexpected and very new happened for us. I just thought I'd come on here and give a little bit of a life update. This is also a great transition video from my Homemaking by Heart series that we just wrapped up. My last 8 episodes, basically the first 8 episodes of 2026 were a kind of homemaking course, but I didn't make anybody pay for it. Yeah, I was really excited about it. I mean, everybody that watched it gave me such good feedback and said it's exactly what they needed. So I felt good about that, but YouTube didn't really know what to do with it, who to push it to. Anyway, so that was a little discouraging because I put a lot of work into it, but it is good to know that the people that did watch it really liked it, found it beneficial, entertaining.
What was discouraging about it?
That YouTube just didn't really push it out or didn't know who to give it to. Yeah, it was kind of a departure from what I normally, not really though, it was kind of the same thing. I don't know, but it totally messed with my head. I was living in this chat GPT world trying to figure out the algorithm and the best thumbnail to manipulate people to click on. And I'm like, what am I doing? I am my target subscriber. If I'm gonna be enjoying a video that I'm putting out, then my tribe is gonna find it and enjoy it as well. So I just need to stop overthinking it. I need to get out of my head and just do what I love. That's what I've been doing for the past 6 years. Why change it now?
You got really wrapped up in the numbers.
It's because ChatGPT told me everything that I was doing before was wrong. So I tried new strategy and it turns out I don't have computers watching me. I don't have bots.
ChatGPT is wrong most of the time.
Well, it was. Because I have real people watching my channel and it was trying to tell me, people like cozy vlogs. They don't like talking head robots. That's not why you guys are here. And that's not the stuff I like to watch. So I'm so glad that I stuck to my own guns, even though ChatGPT said I was messing up. But anyway, I'm done with all of that research. I think I've found my tribe. I know what we like. And so I'm going to keep doing that. And also I like how my channel reflects real life. I'm not pulling content out of thin air. It's following my real life and I think people can feel that's authentic. But yeah, it's so funny how I kind of made a mental list of all the things I want to include in my channel in 2026, some ideas and stuff, and already we're at the beginning of March and life is already off the rails.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just wanted to fill you in on a few things, give you a little life update, and then we're gonna head away on a trip and nothing will happen, nothing will change here on my channel. You'll see next week is a kitchen decorating video, and the next week is a spring reset video, and then after that I have a secret room I've been hiding for 3 months. I'm so excited to share with you guys. So we'll do that next. Also, this video is not sponsored.
A secret room?
But I haven't showed them that yet.
You could say that out loud.
No, I don't want them to know which one it is.
Oh.
Also, this video is not sponsored or anything. It's just a last minute little casual chit chat. But Josh is our store manager for Fox Sparrow, and we have one last batch of whipped tallow balm that we're gonna ship out before it gets warm. We don't like shipping this out when it gets hot because it kind of messes.
Yeah.
Well, it messes with the integrity of the texture of it. It's still fine. It's just we like that whipped texture, and I want it to arrive at your doorstep pristine. This is made right here in Lancaster County. This is the blue tansy. You can look on the website and decide whether the blue tansy is better for you or the vanilla. I would just recommend getting one of each. But you're gonna be a little salesman.
My hands hurt.
It's so good for dry skin. He's a carpenter, so yeah, your hands are always shredded.
My hands always hurts. This time of year, it's just dry air. It's cold, and I wear gloves as little as possible. And
I use it as beauty cream on my face. Every morning I just rub it in, it melts and super nice. And beef tallow is a natural product. It is so good for all kinds of benefits. I can put some of them on the screen here, but yeah, if you wanted to get a hold of them, usually we sell out pretty quickly, and this is gonna be the last batch for this year. Is there grease on my face? Oh, it smells so good. So yeah, check it out if you want to get tallow balm before it's gone. I will put a link down below, meganfoxunlocked.com/whipped tallow balm is what you're looking for. And yeah, Josh will get that shipped out to you as soon as we get back from our trip. So
that's right.
How did your year start out? Why don't you just go ahead and take over the video for a little? I'll sit and listen. I'm curious to see what you have to say.
How did my year start out? I don't know. I've had a very kind of restless beginning of the year. It's been extremely cold, and I don't know. I've been restless with my job and things. I wasn't sure what I want to do with. I've got lots of work. I'm some work I don't necessarily enjoy. I feel like I could be doing other stuff, something better. I don't know, something bigger. Not better, but something bigger. I just want something bigger.
He always loves change. That's a good thing and a bad thing.
I'm looking for the next thing. I'm.
You're feeling uneasy and unsettled.
Yeah, unsettled.
Which he's a construction one-man show type of owner-operator.
Yeah, I do remodeling work, and well, it's fun. I work by myself a lot, which I enjoy people, so it is kind of hard. I could hire, in the line of work that I'm in, it just doesn't really pay to hire somebody too much, unless you scale and go way bigger. And I'm not sure I'm really ready to do that. But it's just been kind of I'm not sure what I want to do with everything.
I do YouTube for fun. That's what it started out, and then it started making money, which was awesome. So we're like, okay, let's make a school fund for the kids. And then we were able to do some like investment property or small rental type stuff, which is awesome. But basically, yeah, he's the sole provider. I know a lot of YouTubers, like their husband's home with the kids or whatever. We don't homeschool our kids. We just pay big bucks to send them to a Mennonite school that aligns with our values and beliefs.
I couldn't be a stay-at-home dad. I couldn't. It's not in my nature at all. Like I love my kids, but it takes a special type of man to be able to be at home. Saying that seems like a bad thing or a negative thing, but it's just not.
You know how there's some things that are just like in your bones.
I think men are supposed to go be men, go to work, be the provider. It should be on my shoulders to provide for the family.
And that's his opinion.
It is my opinion. I do feel strongly about it, but that is my opinion.
But I'm saying that's our culture. It's baked into us.
It is our culture.
Just how I always knew if I had children, I was gonna do whatever it took to stay home with them and not have to go have a job or anything like that. It's just kind of like very high value, I guess you could say. And so you kind of feel that way with go out and conquer and provide.
Yeah, and not only that, it should never be your stress about where money's coming from to pay the mortgage bill, the electric bill, and that kind of thing. I need to be able to provide and have enough and make enough money to pay for our life and living expenses. And
which I do really appreciate, because I realize like my contribution financially is so fragile. Like I have to be healthy, my 4 children all have to be healthy. My home has, like, so many ducks have to be in order before I have any margin in my life to contribute to the family. And so I can only imagine if our livelihood hinged on my children and myself being up to snuff at all the time.
Right. But saying all this, and some of my restlessness, I've been for probably a few years now, at least the last 2 years, I've just been like, I want to have my fingers in something bigger. And we had a very exciting, very quick turnaround opportunity with a new business venture that we're jumping into.
I was so excited about this because I feel like you doing what you do, you make people's houses better. You help people that maybe couldn't afford a giant crew to come in and like bust the whole house apart. You come in and just take care of their bathroom remodel or like whatever projects and stuff. And I think that's you using your skills. But I did see like he's definitely a people person. He's a organizer, go-getter, can see the big picture type of thing, and you weren't really using those skills. So I can see how that would make you feel a little bit restless or inadequate or like not blooming with your, you weren't taking advantage of the skills that God gave you for a reason, clearly. So
sure, being able to do remodeling is a skill, but anyone can learn that skill. I don't think it's any special talent.
We argue about this all the time.
It's not.
I think I have a better chance of going to the moon than trying to figure out how to do a bathroom remodel.
Anyway.
And he thinks any Joe Schmo can do it.
Yeah, correct.
You were telling me for like a couple months. Oh, I was showing him TikToks. Like this woman bought in 2 construction businesses. He's like, I am not a Nepo baby. My dad doesn't have a business to hand to me. My pop-in-law's not handing me a business. Like, I wish, in some ways it looks so easy if you could just short circuit things and boom, have a business that you could work into.
Right.
And you have none of that on either side of the family or anything.
No.
Different times you said, I wish I could buy a business. And I'm just like, you would do great, babe, and move on kind of thing.
Yeah, so at any rate, we were having a discussion with one of my close friends, and I mentioned to him, he's a business coach, he's a business advisor, he owns a few small businesses himself, and I mentioned to him that I kind of would like to get my fingers into, something, a business venture of some sort. And he immediately just stopped and looked at me, and he's like, I have the perfect thing. He's like, I am looking into becoming a partner at a landscaping business, and I would love to go 50-50 with you. So this was not something I found on my own. It was nothing. So, which I just said, it was landscaping business. So currently we are invested into a landscaping business here locally. It's about 40 minutes north of us in Myerstown. But yeah, I'm so excited about it. The company name is Precise Landscaping, and we do yard mowing, we do landscaping services, and shrubbery, like trimming, shrub trimming, flower beds, mulching, weed control, that kind of thing. The previous owner got an opportunity to go coach softball at Rutgers University. Yeah, he's got a great opportunity there. So he needed to move on, and so me and two other guys went together and bought the landscaping business.
So I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You just landed upon a little self-proclaimed ad, but I was
Correct.
very proud of this, and it's a whole God story how it all happened. So I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to put a video out all this week. Let's just give him a little extra bonus content and let him know what's going on, because we need your help.
Right. Well, this is what I've said all throughout life. When there's open doors, and God opens up doors for you, step through them. I felt like most of my progression through life has come that way. I'm not one to go out and be opening up doors. I'm not one to go out and just make it happen, and I'm going to go cold start a big business.
Which drives me nuts, because
I'm like, wait.
I want an entrepreneur,
No, it's
pull
not
things
me.
out of thin air,
No,
and
no.
that's not Josh. And
I'm not
I'm
big
learning that.
ideas guy. I'm not any of that. Wait and let the opportunities come to you. And that's the way it's been. Some of the different job opportunities and stuff that I've had and things I've done, it's been that way.
And invest in relationships.
Of
Much
course,
of things have
yes.
happened because of somebody you knew.
Of relationships. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it. My role is probably not necessarily going out and mowing yards. I don't think that's going to be my role. One of our partners is kind of in charge of basically the entire company from a whole standpoint. I'm simply a backseat partner. Although my job will probably be more in the accounting end of things. It's an unfortunate skill that I have, knowing how to run QuickBooks and that kind of thing. So, which I hope to be involved some. I hope to, if somebody calls in sick, maybe, I can get out and mow yards for a day a week or something. I do hope to be involved. I want to see the business run.
Yeah, I just thought he was gonna just dump the money into the starter fund, and that's that, and walk away. But you're getting very involved from the beginning. I think your excitement's just he was out shoveling snow for 7 hours the other day, because you guys do snow removal too. Anyway, and as a wife, I just have to say, it is so exciting to see your husband excited about something again, I guess. And you're still going to keep doing your construction for now.
Yeah,
you're going to kind of see where God leads, what doors open, I guess. But for me, it was so fun to see you getting up in the morning again, and you always get up at 5 and go do your thing, whether you want to or not. But there's something about seeing you walk around with a spring in your step, even when you're tired and sore and whatever else.
It just got old. I just was so ready for something new, something. I don't know.
Even having a breakfast meeting once a week, I could see definitely added a spark in your life.
Yeah.
Who isn't thriving when they feel like they're good at what they're doing?
Correct. No, the plan was originally I was just going to be, like you said, just a silent partner, basically. But the young guy who's our partner, Isaiah Martin, once we got into this, I think it came a little bit apparent, and he would say this, that he was kind of boy, he could use maybe some help to help get things going here. Maybe a little bit more than what I had originally planned on, but I'm kind of excited that he wants my help. I don't know what fun it is to own a business but yet not be involved. I kind of want to be involved, and seems like he's very happy to have me involved. So,
but anyway, we need your help. If you're a local, spread the word. If you know a business, or what are you trying to? You have a lot of clients already that came with the business, but you're looking for the right clients.
We'd like to get into a lot more of handling the outdoor care packages for businesses. Whether that even be retail, strip malls, all that kind of stuff. That we'd like to focus on that a little bit more and pursue that. So if you're unhappy with who you had last year or whatever, and you're in this area, give us a call.
Josh jumps on YouTube to coach clients.
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, it's now. I mean, it's a small part of my life now. It's a pretty big part, and I'm really excited about it. I think the part I'm really excited about is it's a bunch of young guys out there working. Right, when we were shoveling snow the other morning. I don't think I even told you this. But it was a lot of fun shoveling snow with the young kids. I'm 32. These kids are 18, 19 years old. And there was a bunch of them showed up to work. Like, they're hardworking kids. And they were, I could still kick their butt. That's fine. I'm excited to create a culture of, like, a good work environment for young kids. And my partners they want the exact same type of thing. A good Christian environment for young guys and girls to work, because we have both mow and yard.
Well, a lot of those blue collar jobs, like the atmosphere on the job sites is not great.
It's not good. Landscapers, not all of them they're not all cut the same, and so we want to create that environment. I'm excited to do that for sure.
I was like, well, I kind of wanted to give a little life update, kind of transition from my series. Like, hey, I'm back. I'm taking off my instructor hat and more just like, no, I'm your big sister again. We're just gonna do life and figure it out together. And you can't really plan content always, because you can't plan life always either. Anyway, and so I was like, hey, I partner with brands on this channel. I get so excited about it. I've been able to work with a lot of cool brands and so many opportunities because of you guys watching my channel. It's like such a big blessing for our whole family.
It is, it really
and
is.
So I was like, this is the best thing I can market ever, because I can just see they're going to be so good at it. And also, like, the passion is just there, you could tell. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys in on that. If that's something that applies to you, let us know. And who knows, maybe we'll have to have a branch in other areas someday, or who knows.
If
onward and upward.
If you're interested in it, just Google Precise Landscaping in Myerstown. And you can, on the website, you can request to get a quote, and someone will reach out to you and
I'll put a link.
Set up an appointment. There you go, for our website. But yeah, thank you for watching. She loves it. I can tell that. She also hates it when things aren't going well. But
you know, I didn't think numbers mattered, but for some reason numbers have become more validating. It just is what it is. And like with more people going on TikTok and Instagram, he's like, well, maybe you should go to TikTok or Instagram. I'm like, no, I like the long form stuff, because that's how you connect.
I've been saying everyone's going short form. I just don't think people watch much 30-minute video. They're not going to sit down and watch. People just don't do that much anymore. People want the quick 15 not even 15 seconds. It's 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and gone.
12 seconds on fast forward speed.
Yeah, so it's a tough thing. Times have changed. Don't use numbers for validation. You know who you are.
And YouTube is like
stick with it.
Yeah. It's my favorite because I feel like that's where you get to give the context, give the background, share your actual struggles, life, opinions, all of that. And it's so hard to get that in an Instagram reel that randomly goes viral, but they don't know you from Adam. They don't care. Like,
Instagram is like all the good stuff. Like, it's like
the highlights.
Happy stuff. Even YouTube is that way to a certain extent.
I like to think of it as like Instagram is the finish line. You know, you have this party, this is how I throw a party, whatever. And then YouTube shows the journey along the way to get to that ending, to get to that finish. And so I think it's important sometimes to have that storyline. And yeah, homemakers, we don't have coworkers really. So yeah, if I'm in your home and we're kind of living life together, that is a success and a win in my eyes. So yeah, it's interesting. See what doors God opens and closes. And at the end of the day, you have to just like know you are worth it. You are valuable, whether you are the newest guy employed at a business or you are like the top of the food chain on YouTube or whatever it is. You're still worth the same in God's eyes, and to not lose sight of that can sometimes be kind of hard. And you know what? At the end of the day, when my little boys look at me with their like adoring eyes and stuff, that's what matters.
Being a mom is, and I've said this driving in the car the other day, we were discussing this. Being a mom is the most important thing on the planet. It's so incredibly valuable. I can't, as a dad, I cannot be what you can be. I can't be that. Yes, everyone says that. It's such a kind of basic thing to say, but it is. It's so true, and you need to take that job seriously. Take it as a full-time job. Organize your life and structure your life to be a good mom. Like that needs to be the number one priority. And
but I get it. It is so hard, especially when you know you're not getting a blue ribbon for, at least 20 years. And even then, we're not promised that our kids are going to make us proud in the long run or whatever it is. And so, we will not think that way.
No.
I should think that way either. But yeah, we want to do our best, put all our effort into it and do our very best so that we can have as few regrets as possible, because nobody's perfect. We're going to have a few.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for just chatting with us. Let us know if you have any more questions down below in the comments, things we didn't cover, other life updates, aspects of our lives. There's more things we could share, but I think we'll just leave it at this for
I haven't
now.
been around much. I feel like I'm never on YouTube, which is fine. I've got so much of my own stuff going on that I kind of let you do your thing. I've said that many times. I fully support it. I love it. But I'm not a camera person. You can probably even tell I'm not one of these. I could probably talk better behind a microphone without a camera in my face.
What do you do while you watch long form content? Like, is it in the background while you're working? That's kind of what I do. Or are you actually sitting on a chair, eating your midnight snack and watching YouTube? I just would be very interested in knowing. And like, there's people that watch me on TV, which really skeeves me out. Like, I don't like to think about my head being like that big.
Yeah.
Seeing every pore, but anyway.
Maybe I'll just have to plug your podcast. I will say that is something that I am pretty proud of, is the fact that you and your cousin started a podcast, and it's doing well. Numbers are pretty solid on it, and that's impressive. It's a hard thing to do because you have to come up with things to talk about, but I do think you've done a lot of good there, and so a lot of times if somebody asks about me and my life and I'm telling about you and what you do, I always bring up the podcast because I am really proud of that.
I didn't even know that.
So.
Oh, well, thanks. And the camera is going to shut off in 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much for being